Chapter 3, your choices, your process. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Nelson Mandela. I designed this book so that you can get started right away without reading every word. In this chapter, I offer lists of specialists, tests, and available tools. Chapter 10 is a fast track to a great beginning for you if you're anxious to get started and don't know where to begin. Review the chapter, and if nothing moves you, begin at the beginning. Reflect upon the things that are bothering you. Pick through the table of contents and see what resonates. Get some sticky notes and a paper planner. Chapter 10 offers a list of ideas. Some are necessary and all are extremely helpful and effective if started immediately, or even later on over the course of months or years. Our brains and bodies are phenomenal. They're phenomenal at recovering when given the right tools. For me, one item, a medical device, became a major factor in initiating a pivotal change in my general thinking, ability, mood, and overall health. It is a PMF device and recently was labeled by the FDA as a Class 2 medical device. My brain was in need of many things, and this helped increase the oxygen, the nutrients, and the delivery of those things while accelerating the toxin removal. I was very lucky to have found this. As TBI is just beginning to gain more attention and understanding in the medical community, it is not uncommon for you to just be told to get lots of rest, that it's nothing serious, and that it will take time, especially if you appear to be just fine. What you need to know is that if you're not feeling your best consistently, there are tests that may be helpful if you have not had them. In this book, I provide a list of different methods and tools that I discovered I needed to incorporate into my day to ensure my successful recovery. To get you started, I will discuss the difference your attitude can make. As an athlete, this should surely make sense. Next, I will share the perfect foods and nutrients that I've discovered support the recovery of your brain and subsequently your body. I am aware of how much you wish to get back on your regular schedule, back to where you left off before your TBI occurred. There are foods that are must-haves immediately upon being diagnosed, and I want you to find a way to get them and start using them. Do you need someone to help? Can you order anything online? I will also discuss with you how to relax, how to exercise properly, and how to keep your body and environment clear of toxins. This is a big deal for maximizing your return to health. Organization has also played an important role in my own journey, so I will provide you with the basics for that too. As I mentioned, you will get a beginner's toolkit in Chapter 10 that you can start using right away. I would be doing you a disservice if I were to tell you it's all smooth sailing. That is why I set you up for success by sharing the typical challenges you might face along the way. The chapters were designed so you can read them in any order. No two head injuries are the same, so just pick the one chapter that appeals to you and go from there. One of the most difficult things may be to just begin. As you are here now, there is some important information just below that you will need to know about. One thing I'd like you to know is that I believe because you are here, it means that you've got this. Just as you trained yourself and others for many athletic events before your TBI, you should keep in mind that what's beneficial for one, the sequencing of introducing workouts in particular with which you were familiar, may not necessarily work for you or others with traumatic brain injuries now. Give it time. The potential methods and steps to recovery are entirely personal. You may be shocked, frustrated, angry, discouraged, and in disbelief with your inability to stand on one foot when trying to put on your socks. This happened to me. It has just been recently that I can now stand on one foot. And now at the reading of this, I can stand on one foot, but it's taken almost 8 years. You may find yourself saying things you never would have said to your friends or family. A no filter condition is not uncommon. Things can just pop out of your mouth sometimes. Don't let this distract you or get you down. It happens. Brain balance issues are common and provide clues to areas that can be addressed. These challenges can be corrected, strengthened, improved. Keep focused. What frustrates you the most? What is it? What's frustrating you the most? Write it down. I want you to be patient, forgive yourself, and feel free to lovingly acknowledge others' opinions with a thank you. Say thank you when they offer an opinion, even if you disagree with it, just thank them. You can ignore them if you wish. All those who may make suggestions as to what you should or could be doing to get better, they're concerned. But this is your journey, and only you can decide what feels good. Remember, they love you, they're frustrated, and they're trying to be helpful. And if they don't see you often, it's hard for them to see the change that occurred. It's difficult to not be angry with some of the suggestions that are made, even by your doctor. I say, be grateful that there are people who love you. They have no idea what to do for you. And this book can be passed around to all who may be stumped as to what exactly you might be experiencing. Hopefully, that can make a difference for you, them, and for others. I'm not a doctor. I wish that I had known what was available to me for evaluative and treatment purposes and what each had and still may have to offer me in regard to recovery. If you are experiencing disconcerting symptoms post-injury and are being told you are normal and to just get some rest, you may have had a test that is commonly known to indicate a false negative, according to Paul Henry Wand, MD. Here's a list of things you may want to ask your doctor about immediately. If your doctor's not familiar with these, ask them to find you someone who is. The following is a list of some powerful diagnostic tools that are able to help doctors pinpoint specific brain areas that are compromised and available treatment tools. I'm not going to read all these right now. I'm going to put these in a list that will be underneath this recording, because since I wrote this, there are other things that I would like to add to this list. And as things keep being developed, they need to be added. So I will do that. And I'm going to end this chapter here. I'll just say, as I've already stated, I'm not a doctor. However, I'm good at asking questions, and I'd like you to become good at that too. Hang in there. My plan is to get you on the fast track to recovery. So what's bothering you most right now? I'd like you to choose a chapter so we can get started.